real talk. It's the move on the show. Knicks real talk. It's the move on the show. Let's get it. Knicks real talk. It's the move on the show. Knicks real talk. It's the move on the show. Let's get it. Knicks real talk. It's the move on the show. Knicks real talk. It's the move on the show. Let's get it. Knicks real talk. It's the move on the show. Knicks real talk. It's the move on the show. Let's get it. Knicks real talk. It's the move on the show. Knicks real talk. It's the move on the show. Let's get it. Knicks real talk. It's the move on the show. 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 It's the move. Get it. Good morning, Knicks fans. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. It's your man Divine, and here on a Saturday, March 3rd, 2021. 7:30 on the East Coast time, man. We in here this morning. Salute to everybody out there. Hope everybody feeling well. We're trying to rise and shine. Get on your grind. Start today. The weekend here, man. So if you don't got to work, you're probably home chilling, relaxing, or you out there to go out do some activity. Hope everybody be safe out there. Be careful. Go out there, do your thing, man. Enjoy your Saturday, man. The weekend is here. COVID-19 still in effect, man. You know the drill, man. Wash your hands. Social distance, man. Wear your mask, all that good stuff, man. Protect yourself and your friends, your family, your loved one. Yeah, we in here today, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Time to rise and shine. Get on your grind. Get your nourishment, your coffee, your tea, whatever you need to fuel your body. Get your day started. We're going to get into it, man. Knicks, Real Talk the morning show, man. Yeah, Knicks had a disappointing game last night. Obviously we went out there at the world famous arena against the Dallas Mavericks, and we laid an egg last night. So, we got to try to bounce back off that, man, and try to move forward today. Down to Detroit. We got the Detroit Pistons today. In Detroit at 7:30, so we got to go down to Detroit today, man. 8 o'clock. Sorry for the mishap there, but we got to go to Detroit tonight and try to bounce back and get a W, man. We fell one game under 500, 24-25, man. We try to bounce back and try to get a W, man. But it was very disappointing last night, knowing that we can win that game, go over 500, man. So we lost 3 in a row. So we got to try to get back on our winning ways, man. The offense let us down last night, man. Our stars didn't step up to the occasion. R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, they didn't have it last night. Emmanuel Quickly didn't have it last night. And it kind of set us back, man. So it's kind of like a disappointing loss going up against the Dallas Mavericks, man, knowing that we wanted that game and wish we could have got that. But you know what? We got to move on to the next one. And we had to let the chips fall where they may, man. But, yeah, it was definitely disappointing, man. We had an opportunity to go up and another game in the standings, make some noise. But, obviously we got to work that out. Andy, I agree with you, man. We got to get better today, man. That was just really, really disappointing, man. I just thought that we wasn't in it. Our starting unit didn't have anything last night, man. It was the second unit that kept us in the game last night. We was the young guys and all of them. They was battling. Alice Burks had a great game yesterday, man. And, it was really disappointing, and really, to be honest with you. But, we still got to move on to the next game and try to get back into it, man. And get back on the winning streak somehow, some way. And I know everybody going through it. We no excuses or injuries, whatever the case may be. Tiredness, it doesn't matter. We didn't bring our intensity last night. The defense played pretty good, but our offense was just a shambles, man. Julius Randle, he was Brick City last night. R.J. Barrett couldn't do nothing. So you got to credit the Dallas Mavericks defense. So and that's what happened when we took that L last night. And we got to live to talk about it today, man. I know everybody don't even feel like getting into it, but we got to keep the program going. Knicks Real Talk the morning show. We got to bring you the content every morning. The Knicks have a game, so today we got to go up against the Detroit Pistons in Detroit, man. We got to hopefully bounce back. We can't take that game lightly neither, because you know what? Though they at the bottom of the barrel, they're just like the Minnesota Timberwolves. They still an NBA team. They still have talent. And they could beat anybody on any given night. So we can't. Hopefully we bounce back tonight, man, and try to get this thing popping and try to get this W. We need it, man. We need to get back at 500. And keep ourselves in that race, man. But it's definitely a tough pill to swallow last night, man. I was sitting there looking at the game like, man, we got a chance to win this, but next thing you know, like the last game, we gave up the lead. Then after that, our offense couldn't come to the forefront. Julius Randle, like I said, he couldn't do it. So hopefully Detroit, man, we get to bounce back against a lesser talented team, but not to take them for granted. But maybe we need to bounce back, get back at 500, stay in the standings, and move on to the next one. So we'll be in Detroit tonight, man, at 8 o'clock. So sorry for the mishaps on the screen. We just got to go into Detroit and get it, man. We have to. We need to try to pull this win out to snap this 3-game losing streak. So we got a pretty like the schedule after that, man. We do got the Nets, we do got the Celtics. So we got to kind of try to bounce back off this one, man. But you know what? We had to take it for what it is. We 3 games in a row we lost. We disappointing game last night, but like I said, we live to fight another day, and that's what we're gonna have to do. You know what I mean? So we do got the Detroit Pistons in Detroit tomorrow. We got to take it for granted, man. We can't take it for granted. Like Andy said, they tanking, man, so we can't play around with that. You're 100% right, Andy. I agree with you, man. We gotta go in there with it and bring our A game. We got to get back to it, man. These last 3 games is not Knicks basketball, man. And blowing long leads, not competing on a high level. You know what I mean? If it weren't for the highlights of Obi Toppin last night, that game would have been pretty much what it was. You know what I mean? So we got to get back to it, man. Knicks family just got to stay engaged. So, stay confident that our team will bounce back and we'll compete. We'll get back to our winning ways and put on a little streak here or there. But it all starts tonight in Detroit, man. I know the Knicks were disappointed the last 3 games. I could tell by the body language, on the press conference and everything. It's like, man, when the world's going on. But that's part of the NBA too. It's part of the grind. Your ups and downs, your wins and losses, like I always say. And then right now we just on that downturn, man. And we got to find a way to redirect that and go and get back up, going up, man. So hopefully we do that tonight, starting in Detroit. Like I said, we can't take them for granted. Jeremy Grant, we got the ex-Nick down there, Dennis Smith Jr., Killian Hayes coming back tonight. They got Sadiq Bey. They got some young guys down there that's hungry too, and they want to play and they want to win. So we got to go down there tonight and try to rebound off that tonight, man. So you know what? But keep your spirits up, man. It's basketball. We just got to get back to that 500 level, man, and keep prospering from there. But it definitely was disappointing for us to be losing 3 in a row. I didn't expect that coming out of the trade deadline. I thought we had enough energy and enough firepower to still keep us going, but obviously it didn't pan out that way. So we just got to keep going. And we'll rebound. We've been resilient all year. We went on a 5-game losing streak and bounced back. So, but it gets tougher, man. It doesn't get easier. And then we got to find out that if we April Fooled or we the real deal. So we'll see starting tonight. And maybe we could pull that one out to get back to 500, man. So salute to everybody out there, man. Hope everybody doing well. It's Knicks Real Talk, the morning show, man. Divine. And salute to Andy in the chat. My co-host that have the day off today, man. So we do it. We BX to get with us maybe on a night show Friday. But we just got to keep it moving, man. And just let the chips fall where they may. And that's how we roll, man. And but definitely we got to get that game tonight, man. So we're gonna go in here in Detroit. We're gonna battle tonight. We got to. And we don't want to do 4 in a row. The more we lose, the worse it gets. We feel like we're a playoff team. We got to show and prove that we're a playoff team by getting in there tonight and making it happen, man. So like I said, Knicks in Detroit. We just got to go in there and get it. And try to get this thing out of here, win this game tonight, man, and feel a little more better about ourselves. And I think hopefully we will. And like I said, the key to the game, man, we just got to play our defense like we've been playing, which is not have been too much of a process of blowing leads. But then we had to let our offense definitely got to get better tonight, man. That was disappointing for our all-star. And our 2, at all the players last night, not to step up with our 2 prime players, RJ Barrett and Julius Randle. They did not have their A game last night, and it showed up, and that's why we lost. And when you're going up against superstars like Doncic and Porzingis, I'm going to call him a superstar, but a star, you got to be able to take that challenge on. You got to say, man, they best players, man. We got to go in this game. We want to go and battle these guys, man, and let them know we real. And I didn't see that last night, so that was kind of disappointing, man. But on to the next one tonight, man. We just got to, we got to get offensive. We got to bounce back. We have to bounce back. And we got to keep playing our defense, man, and bring our energy, man. We didn't bring our energy last night, that greediness, I didn't see it, other than Todd Gibson, who seems like he's always in there battling, man. Thanks for having Todd Gibson on the team. He's going hard, and a few guys last night. Burks had a great game, Obi had a little breakout game, I wish he could have played a little more in the second half, but you know what? Our starters let us down last night, and the truth of the truth. This is Knicks Real Talk, so we keep it real. Our starter definitely didn't let Derrick Rosen help us last night. Like I said, so it was disappointing for that to happen like that. But we'll keep it moving, though, to the game tonight, man. We just got to bring that defense to the forefront like we always do. We got to find a way to get back in rhythm, man, and get back some intensity, find a way to get back to playing Knicks basketball. We haven't been playing Knicks basketball since that Miami game. And I noticed that, man, our intensity level was not there, and that's disappointing. I don't know if it's fatigue, or it just the rigors of the NBA going to the second half of the season. Your legs might get tired. I don't know, but there's no excuse no matter how you look at it. But we got to find a way to bounce back in Detroit. We just got to hold them down, man, and don't let Jeremy Grant, Sadiq Bey, and them guys run them up from the 3-point line, and let them know that we are a superior team. You know what I mean? And we should beat them tonight. And if we do, we back at 500. So that's what we're gonna be looking for in Detroit tonight at 8 o'clock. And and hopefully that pan out the way we want to pan out. We do not need to go on a long losing streak. Now that'll be hard to rebound from, man. And I predict us to be in that eighth seed and up. So we got to show and prove. But we got the Nets in Brooklyn. Brooklyn and Boston coming up, man. So them two real tough opponents. They look, Brooklyn's who they are, man. They up there number one. Boston trying to do what we trying to do. So they're going to be competing. And Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, they hungry as well. So we definitely got to go in there and get this W tonight. And if we can get this W tonight, I think we will feel much better about ourselves after that 3-game losing streak. But maybe we got to find a way to win these games, man, because it was really disappointing last night to see that us go down against the Dallas Mavericks at the world most famous arena. So we had to swallow that pill, man, and hopefully for a better day today and tonight. So if we win tonight, then we'll be back at 400, like I said. So salute to everybody out there Saturday morning, man. I hope everybody out there about to enjoy their Saturday, get out there, do your thing and all that good stuff. And we'll keep it moving, man. So, yeah, man, it was kind of crazy last night, man. I'm sitting there watching the game like, where is the energy? But you know what? It just wasn't there the last couple of games. So we'll get it back. I know we will. I know Tom Thibodeau got these guys playing hard. I know they're resilient team. They've been resilient all year. Don't need to fold now, but we don't want to be April Fools. You know what I mean? This ain't no fool's gold. This is no April Fool's gold, like BX said, man. This is real stuff. We got to get it popping. We will. So, we just got to continue grinding. And if we keep grinding, we are, I think we'll be all right. We'll come out feeling better about ourselves, and then we can get back to it. You know what I mean? But right now, we got to go in there to Detroit and get this game tonight, man. Find some way to get that energy back, get your spirits up, find a way to get that game tonight, man. It's going to be important that we do that. So, from a Knicks fan perspective, we definitely got to go in there and get it, man. Battle it out and go hard tonight and try to get this W. I think we will, man. I'm gonna stay positive. You know what I mean? Even though we got a right to feel a little bit pessimistic right now with a 3-game losing streak, but I'm an optimist. I'm gonna stay optimistic about it. I believe in this team, and I think we didn't battle this hard this year just to start going south, man. We're gonna keep going rising and going up. So I believe we'll get this win tonight and put us back at 500. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. Guys, you can follow me on be at that Facebook group and page, Knicks Real Talk. Be at Jedi76@gmail.com. Hit us with your thoughts and ideas and everything, man. Let us know where you're going and what you're doing and how you feel about the team. Nick P, man, good morning to you, man. Salute to you for joining in on the chat, my man. Thanks for chiming in this morning on a Debbie Downer from last night, but we're going to keep our spirits up and keep it moving. We have to because we got a long season to go. Still got 23 games or something like that left, man, so we still got a long way to go, but I think we're going to rebound and be fine. I'm confident that the Knicks will bounce back. It's just that you just wanted that game last night, man. KP in town, Dallas, Luka Doncic and them, man, and it just we wasn't battling, you know what I mean? So we want to get that back. We got to go and get a win to get that nasty taste out of our mouth and keep moving forward. And I think we will. I think we'll go back and rebound tonight and pull out the W, get back at 500, and then move on to Brooklyn. So that's what it got to be, and that's what it's going to do. We just got to keep it moving, man, and be able to pick up this W tonight, and that's what it is, man. So disappointing last night, but at the same time, it's association. We're not going to win every game, but we want to win that one last night for sure. That was the game that we really, truly wanted last night, and I just think that we fell a little short because we didn't bring our intensity, we didn't bring our A game on the offense. You know what I mean? Like I said, Julius Randle, now that he didn't have a good game, his average game, standard game, RJ Barrett didn't have his average standard game. Derrick Rose didn't have his average standard game. Quickly didn't have his standard average game. Peyton didn't have one. So we all around, man, on the offense, it wasn't there last night. So you got to give them credit too. Dallas Mavericks played us pretty hard last night. Their defense played better than I thought they were. I didn't realize their defense was better than they were. So they really showed me something on that end last night. And then, offensively, they got their point from the guys who needed it. Some of the ex-Knicks, Tim Hardaway Jr. had some good points there. Porzingis had some good buckets in the second half, and the Doncic guy had some good points in the second half. And I think that's what beat us, man. And and we just allowed them to shoot and score at will. We didn't match their intensity. You know what I mean? I would think that with them coming in the guard like that they would be amped, they would be psyched, but it looked like it just wasn't there. So we took the L and we got to live with it. So move on to the fight another day, and that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, man, like I said, man, we're gonna keep it moving, man. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show, your man Divine, and here holding it down for us today, man. My man BS Jedi having the day off, so I'm gonna keep it moving for us, man. And salute to BS. I hope you're feeling well out there, my brother. I hope you enjoying your day off and you just grinding, chilling with your family, man, relaxing. And I'm gonna hold it down for us today, man. So salute to BS Jedi 76, my co-host. We're gonna do this, man. So like right now, other than that, man, in the Eastern Conference standings, we fell back a little bit. We got the Nets at 1, Sixers at 2, Bucks at 3, Hornets at 4, Heat at 5, Hawks at 6. We dropped to number 7, Celtics at 8, Pacers at 9, Bulls at 10, Raptors at 11, Wizards at 12, Magic at 13, Cavaliers at 14, and Pistons at 15. So we fell down a couple of spots in the last 3 games, man, because we lost 3 games in a row. So now, we currently sitting where we at, man, and we got to try to get back up there. It's a close race. Hornets playing good basketball, man. They won. Heat, they trying to grind. So, Hawks, and us, we just got to get in there, man. We just got to stay in there, stay competitive, and don't give up on the season and try to get some W's back in the column. I think we will. And we just got to keep fighting going forward, man. So salute to everybody out there. And we just got to keep grinding, man. Knicks Real Talk, man. Like I said, it's hard to not counteract last night's game, but it was disappointing. It really was a disappointing game. But like I said, we still in the race. We still in that A seed and up. So, we still in there, man. So it's still a long way to go. Hopefully we can get back to our winning ways and find a way to move up in the standings. Hopefully other teams start going down and losing, and we can get back to where we at. But we definitely got to hit ourselves up at the head and, man, knock that stuff out of us, man, because we got to get back to it, man. These last 3 games have really, really been disappointing for the Knicks, man. Especially that Minnesota game, and then coming out of the Minnesota game, it's crazy. Yeah, absolutely, Andy. I agree with you, man. We definitely would have to have a bad stretch to drop out the lower seed than 8th. But like you said, man, we want to tease them other teams that's lower than us, man, because that might give them a chance. They feel like, you know what, we got it now, man. Knicks losing, we got a chance to get back up in there. Yeah, we don't want that, Andy. I agree with you 100%. We got to go hard, man. We got to get back into this. You know what I mean? This season, I said we were the 500 team. I believe we are a 500 team, but I would love us to be above a 500 team. But you know what? This is where it counts, man. This is where all the teams are made up. I mean, this is where the real teams are made up. This time of the season, when you're coming down the home stretch and your legs start going, your energy start going, this is where you really see what you're made of. You got to bounce back and say, you know what? I know it's hard. I know it's a grind, but it is a grind. But we got to be up for the grind. So we got to definitely step up there, man, and get back on our winning ways. So I think we will. We just got to keep prospering, guys, and ladies and gents. I think we'll be all right. So let's do it, man. Let's get in there and go in Detroit tonight and try to get this W to move up in the standings or stay right where we at or move up in the standings. And as long as we can do that, man, I think we feel good going into Brooklyn game, knowing that we back at 500. And I know Tom Thibodeau got some searching to do, some soul searching with the team. I know Julius Randle, they got some soul searching to do, man. Even though you're on a 3-game slide, you got to be able to say, we got to stop this slide. We not a losing team. We're not going to have a losing mentality. You know what I mean? We got to snap out of that, man. So hopefully tonight that's the start of it. Get us back in that Eastern Conference stand and get us back up in the race a little bit and make us feel a little bit good about ourselves, because it definitely was a tough loss last night. But like I said, that's water under the bridge, man. And and other than that, man, it just we got to go get it on, man. And real quick, the up and coming schedule. We look at we got the Pistons tonight. Then we got the Nets in Brooklyn. We got the Celtics. We got the Grizzlies, and we got to try to win them games. You know what I mean? We got to try to win some of them games. The Brooklyn and Net game, the Brooklyn Nets and Boston Celtics game might be real tough. You know what I mean? And but we got to try to even the Grizzly game ain't gonna be no walkover. So this is a real important stretch for us, man. It's tough. So we definitely need these games, man. We got to win. We got to go at least these 2-2 or something, man, to keep us at 500 or whatever the case may be. But it's gonna be tough. But I think we're going to have to be up for the challenge. No other choice. Salute to Tim Smith in the chat this morning. You're right, man. We got to get our offense game going, man, because right now we are really, really not looking good offensively, man. And I agree with you, man. Maybe it might be time to start Derrick Rose. I agree with you on that, man, because we got to get a spark for somewhere, man. These last few games has really not been what we're looking for. So we got to get that. So I agree with you, Tim Smith, on that one, man. We got to find a way to shake it up a little bit. And only positive about last night for me that was Obi Toppin. You know what I mean? That was a good thing to see last night. But yeah, man, we got to get this Detroit win tonight, man. And hopefully we can steal one at the Nets or Celtics. And then after that, man, we take it one day at a time, man. But one game at a time, one day at a time. Hopefully, we fly into Detroit today, get in that game tonight, and try to battle, compete, and get a win. You know what I mean? And I understand how hard they're doing the season. You can't get your practice in. You can't do this. You can't do that because the game coming. I understand that, but you NBA ball players, your talent. You got talent. That's what you paid to do. You know what I mean? So I think the Knicks got to bounce back. You know what I mean? And bounce back and have a good game today, tonight, in Detroit, and try to get that W, man. And that's pretty much what it is in a nutshell with that. But I still think we're going to fight and grind it out, though. I believe in this team. I still do. Even though we lose, I believe we built a certain way. It's now the time for us to show that, we play off contenders, not pretenders. This is where you make your money at right now, this time of the year, this second half of the season. This is where you make your money. You know what I mean? You go hard now, and everybody, not only the Knicks, every team in the association is going to have it just like we have it. You know what I mean? People going to be losing, you're going to be winning, but it's how much you lose and how much you win. So we got to get back at it, man. We got to get this shit steered around, headed back in the right direction, and try to eke out a win, man, and get back on some positive notes or some winning ways. So we will. I'm confident with that. But like I said, man, with the upcoming schedule, we got Detroit Pistons tonight. Then we have Brooklyn on the 5th, which is almost like a home game. Then we will go to the Celtics and the Grizzlies, man. And let's see what we're going to do in the next 4 games. And take it from there, guys. So salute to everybody in the chat, man. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. It's your man Divine holding it down today. Salute to BS Jedi, my co-host, man. I hope he's out there. He's chilling, doing his thing, being well today. But I got this today, man. And listen, man, y'all subscribe to the channel, man. And hit that thumbs up button, man. Knicks Real Talk, bringing content for the fan, from the fan. Y'all understand the fans make the show. The show don't make the fan. So without y'all, there's no Knicks Real Talk, man. So salute to everybody who's chiming in. Always checking in, coming, giving us your positive feedback and your thoughts and your ideas. So we'll keep it moving, man. And if you got any comments you want to throw in the chat, throw them in there, and I'll shout them out to you guys. And we go, on that note, man. And real quick, on another note, man, the Knicks had a signing. They signed Norvell Pele to a 10-day contract. Hopefully he come in and give us a little bit of defense punch, and help the big foul force at the center spot up there. Give us some breathing time and help us make a little impact up in the front line. So it's a good sign of him. He'll be in here this week, and hopefully, I don't know if he'll play tonight, but I know he'll be with the Knicks on a 10-day contract. That's just another extra body, that we can use. But I do tell you this, man, that just to show you how much we miss Mitchell Robinson. That just really, man, since Mitch went down, we haven't won a game. It seems like, And so for all the Knick guys who doubt Mitchell Robinson, now you see how important Mitchell Robinson is to this team. The offense, rebounds, spacing, keeping that middle lockdown. Noel doing his thing, but Mitchell Robinson is a different monster down there, man. We missing Mitch. Just his offensive rebound, putbacks, and energy. The way he control that paint. So we can hopefully Mitch, take care of yourself, man. Hope you get better. Recover from your injury, man, and get back to the Knicks next season, or not this season, the next season. Get back and come back strong and better, man. I know that injury is tough, man, but hope you fight through it and you get better, and then you come back next year and you're ready to roll. So salute to Mitchell Robinson, man. Get well out there, Mitch, man. We praying for you to speedy recovery. And but other than that, man, yeah, man, we signed my man, and like Andy said pre-report that Pele will be gonna play tonight, will be available tonight, and that's good, man. In Detroit. Hopefully we get to see Norvell in Detroit tonight, man. So that's a good thing, man. Thanks for the info, Andy. Yeah, man, we got him going there with all our bodies, man. And he's another banger, another rebounder, defense ball player, so he can help. The care hurt. So we're glad to have him aboard. We still have another open roster spot to fill. The Knicks might still wait for a minute and find somebody else to fill that last one before the 9th, and that'd be great too, man. But we need to bounce back tonight, y'all. And So Knicks signed Norvell Pele. Welcome to the team, Norvell. Hopefully you can contribute and help us out down there up front, man, with Todd Gibson and Nerlens Noel. So it's going to be interesting when he get here, Norvell and Noel. So there you go. But like Andy said, he'll be available in Detroit tonight, and hopefully he can come in there, man, and give us a little spark, a little energy, and help the team out so we can get this W tonight, man. So we're going to keep it moving. and go down there tonight and handle our business, man. And we still got another roster spot to fill in the buyout market. So he just one signing so far. We'll see if they're bringing somebody else that's going to help contribute to the team and help us out, man. Give us a little bit more punch and a little more depth on the team, man, because we definitely need it. So, that's what it is, man. Knicks of Detroit tonight. Noel will be down there, like Andy said, and we hopefully he can contribute, man. And so that's a good signing for us. We can use an extra body for sure. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it is, man. And as far as the buyout market, we still got another open roster spot. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can still fill that with somebody. Excuse me. Maybe be a stretch for a backup power forward or a wing or somebody who can come and contribute to the team. We'd love to see that and get him in here. Salute to Frank Matos, man. So my man Frank, appreciate you coming in this morning. Frank, hope you're doing well, Frank. Good, thanks for chiming in this morning, man. This Saturday, March the 3rd, here on the East Coast, man. We, almost 8 o'clock, man. Knicks Real Talk the morning show. Hope everybody having a good Saturday. They're ready to get on their grind, man, or just chill. Let's have a beautiful day, man, and do what you do best, man, and take care of yourself. To be easy out there, have fun, enjoy your Saturday, your weekend. I know it's been a grind all week long. You still probably grinding today as well, but for the most part, man, try to bring out a little content on the disappointing loss last night, man. We got to keep our spirits up, though. The show must go on, and we got to keep it moving, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep the show moving. The show must go on, man. And so we, like I said, man, the buyout market is still here. Preferably we can get another player. Hopefully we can get another player to add to the roster, but and make the team a little bit more depth, a little more deeper, man. So coming off that disappointing loss last night, we definitely can use another player, man. Like I said, because the energy is not there right now, and Frank, he's standing by what he said, man. He said EP needs to sit next to Pinson, and Frank Matos been standing by that since when. So I understand where you're coming from, Frank, on that one, man. Yeah, man, we got to do something, man. We got to shake it up, because our offense last night was not there, bro. It was like, oh, my God, like we was in quicksand. Start off hot, then we wind up giving up the lead. When you miss a shot, you just give a team the opportunity to get back in, because our defense did not play bad last night, but being that we wasn't hitting shots, it make it seem like the defense wasn't playing well, but actually they played a good game. They only gave up 100 points or 99, whatever the case may be. But it definitely was disappointing, man, for us to lose that game that way. We lost it, not having our two horses, at least them two. I can understand Derrick Rose and Emmanuel quickly in the guy, but when you got your all-star and your up and coming rising young man, who's on any given night give you 20 points, don't come to the forefront in a battle of a team that we want to beat. We want to just show the NBA that we on national TV, on NBA TV. Prior time we didn't get it done. I really felt disappointed with that last night. But as a Knicks fan, you got to keep it moving, and that's what we're gonna do, man. So Knicks Real Talk the morning show. It's your man Divine, hold it down from my co-host BS Jedi 76. Salute BS Jedi, and we'll see the brother on the night show probably tomorrow night, man. And we'll take it from there, man. But everybody, listen, man. Tough loss last night, guys and ladies and gents. What can I say? Tough loss. Didn't expect it. I thought we were going to win that game, just like I thought we would win all the other games too, but we didn't. But we definitely thought we were going to win that game last night, man. But that's to go to show you, man. This association on any given night, you can get your stuff handed to you. If you want to bring your A game, you don't come the way you're supposed to come to work. If you don't come to work with energy, your boss will think that you're not producing that today. And that goes to anywhere, any place, anywhere, in any walk of life. You don't bring your A game, your full energy, you're not going to produce. And we didn't produce last night, so we got to take it for what it is. And take that loss, man, and brush it off our shoulders and keep it moving. Because we definitely got to find a way to bounce back tonight in Detroit. I think we will. But like I said, we got to keep our eye open, and the buyout market is still here. We still got a little time to add one more piece to the team. Like I said, and we will. Kibit, man, salute to you this morning as well. Kibit one in the building. Salute, man. You're right, Kibit. Tough loss, man. Tough and disappointing. We should have really got into that game last night. But that just goes to show you, man, some people don't have it every night. Julius Randle just didn't have it. RJ didn't have it. Derrick Rose didn't have it. Quickly didn't have it. You know what I mean? So it was really disappointing, man. Noel didn't really have it. But big up Obi Toppin, though. Obi Toppin got electrified us last night. That was good. You know what I mean? We see Obi Toppin have a little breakout moment in the first half. And like Matto said, that Minnesota game, we should have never lost that, man. We need some energy, make some changes. I agree to it. We got to do something. We got to find a way to get that energy back, because we just not having that right now, man. Our intensity since actually against that Miami game, And that second half of that Miami game, when that our intensity level just wasn't there since then. So we got to figure it all out, and I think Tom Thibodeau will figure it out, and hopefully they can bounce back and make it happen, man. So it is what it is. Tough L to take, but it's on the record now. We have one game under 500, trying to get back to 500. Hopefully we can go in Detroit tonight and get that W, man, and get us back to 500 because we got a tough schedule coming up as always in the next 3 or 4 games. Like I said, we got Brooklyn Celtics, Grizzlies, all road games, man. So we got to find a way to turn this thing around, man. And I think we will. We got to stay optimistic and confident, man. I know optimism kind of be kind of pessimistic right now with this loss we've been having, but we got to believe that we're a resilient team and we'll bounce back. I believe we're going to be in the playoff race. And like I said, man, I believe we were the 500 team all year long. And I'm not going to waver off that. Just that we got to find a way to get it back. And I just think that, we in this little 3-game slump right now. And we'll catch back up. We'll catch back on. I'm positive about that. I just that we ready for it to happen tonight. You need to go in Detroit tonight and make it happen. So, with that said, man, with the buyout market still out there, we need another player to come in, man. Find another player. Right now, I'd rather get a player who got some instant offense. Our defense always is our defense. We need another player who can play some offense, who can get us some buckets, and brief spurts here and there, and then help the team out, man. So we're going to see what the organization is going to do. That before the 9th, they're going to be able to get somebody next week, before next week is out, and bring them to the team and help they can contribute, man. So I think they will. So salute to everybody in the chat, man. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. It's your man Divine. Salute to everybody in here, man. Chiming in on the show, Facebook, YouTube, man. Thanks for chiming in, checking out the show, supporting the show. Thanks for having y'all on, man. Thanks for coming in, man. We appreciate that. And like I said, man. So yeah, man, we got to just keep it moving, and and keep our heads up, man. Keep striving. Don't feel too down on ourselves, and we'll bounce back. I'm quite sure of that. And we will bounce back. I think just the Knicks, man, and that's what we do. And let's try to get this W tonight, guys. And I think we will. So other than that, man, if anybody got any comments they want to throw in the chat, they want me to throw out there, just throw it in there, man, and I put it out there. And this is a show for you guys. You guys make the show. So if you got anything you want to put on the board, you want me to talk about, or you got something you want to get off your chest or your feelings, put it out there, and I'll talk about it for you. And other than that, man, like I said, Knicks lost last night. At the World Bowl Famous Arena against the Dallas Mavericks. We took that L last night, man. Luka Doncic got a little hot in the second half, and Porzingis had a couple of buckets. Tim Hardaway got a little bitty going, man. He got going, and that dude Brunson, man, Brunson was a killer last night for us, man. He just was going in there doing his thing, man. That point guard was really bully balling our point guards last night, Quickly and Derrick Rose. Brunson was bully balling. I got to give him his props last night. So, they eat that out, man. They eat out a win. They beat Boston the other night, blew them out. They came in there and got a win against us. So I know Dallas Mavericks feeling good, man. So we definitely got to bounce back off that and try to recap and get focused again and try to get back on our winning ways. So I think that's what we're going to do. And Kibbit said, we got to stop. We have to stop Detroit tonight. It's a must. Yeah, Kibbit, I agree with you, man. We got to get that game tonight, man. We can't take that team for granted. They're losing to a young team, though they last in the standard. You can't take for granted, just like we should have took Minnesota for granted because they last in the standard, But any given night, man, a team could snap out of something. And next thing you know, you in shell shock, man. And we got to go get that tonight. I agree with you, keep it 100%, man. We got to get this game tonight, guys. It's a must. This is a must win for me, because I really believe if we win tonight, man, we got Brooklyn and Boston coming up, man. You don't want to go down on a 5 or 6 game loser streak. I mean, that pretty much is a wrap right there. So. I know the Knicks got a lot of soul searching to do on the plane ride, on the shoot around. And before the game tonight, they got to figure it all out and try to come up with some way to get back into this thing and win, man. And I think we will. I'm going to keep my positive energy going, man. We have to because we all get down on ourselves. Then we'll feel like the season's about to go the other way. So let's get it tonight, man. Let's go in Detroit and bang it out tonight, man. Get back to what we do. And you got a less inferior team. Better take advantage of it. You have to take advantage of it. You better come out and play tonight. And hopefully we can get a win tonight. So let's hope that's the case, man, and everything. So let's get it tonight, man. New York Knicks, man, in Detroit tonight. Let's go in there and battle. We'll bring our A game to the forefront, get our defense back on point, get our energy up. And just start fighting and grinding and keep it moving, man. We got to get back to that New York City gritty committee basketball. Our offense definitely got to come in there tonight and battle it out, And, because, for the stats last night, like I said, it's really not even worth going over, man, because like I said, we know Julius Randle didn't have his average game. We know R.J. Barrett didn't have his average game. Derrick Rose didn't have his average game. We was a lot of under average players last night, so it showed up, and that's why the score the way it is and what it was, that we didn't bring our game, we lost the game. You know what I mean? And we normally take care of home court, and we didn't. That was so disappointing. It's not so much the loss. We lost on our home court on a game that we that was everybody was hyped about. We was hyped about this game, man. We were looking forward to getting home last night and sitting down in front of that TV, man, or that screen or whatever, and hoping the Knicks beat Porzingis and them. And unfortunately, the Knicks let us down last night, man. You know what I mean? Just like that the Minnesota Timberwolves game. It was disappointing. You know what I mean? So we going through that disappointing stretch right now, man. But we have bounced back, and I'm quite sure we will, man. So salute to everybody out there. Keep your spirits up, man. I know we lost, but keep your spirits going, man. We still in this thing, man. We still in it. We gonna stay in it. But we got to really, really clamp down, man. We got to get our thoughts back together. We got to get our heads back in the game. We got to get back to where we was at, and I think if we will, we'll be fine. So I know Tom Thibodeau got to sit down with the guys right now. But listen, man, this is not who we are. You know what I mean? It's not. It's not who we are as a team. We got to find a way to get better ourselves and get back at it. And I think if we do that, I think we'll be fine. And so let's hope the season starts tonight and out in Detroit. Then we could take it from there, man. And that's what it is, guys. There's not too much information out there right now to talk about, other than recapping what we did last night and looking forward to the game tonight. You know what I mean? Other than all the players were there last night up from an injury standpoint, other than Mitchell Robinson and whoever else was there, I'm not sure who wasn't playing right now. I thought the whole team was there last night, unless I missed somebody. But it might be time, like you said, Frank, to shake up a little bit, man. Do a little shaking up right now and see if we can get this thing turned in the other direction. So if it means bringing Derrick Rose in and starting him, or bringing Alex Burks in, or somebody starting him to get the offense going, you might see that. I'm not saying he will, but you might see Tom Thibodeau say, you know what, I'm going to throw somebody in the starting lineup to give us a little more firepower, because Reggie Bulton and Elfrid Payton don't have it right now. You know what I mean? And we understand with RJ and Julius Randle, that's their bounce back. They're not going to have no game continuously. You know what I mean? But so we got to get somebody, we got to change something up to shake it up a little bit. Hopefully that's what Tom Thibodeau think about. Or he might feel like, you know what, we just having a bad stretch. We got to fight our ways out of it. We got ourselves in it. We got to get ourselves out of it. You know what I mean? And he might have that mentality as well. But I definitely think the first unit last night let us down. And I think the second unit was the one sparking that kept us in that game last night. I was surprised that Tom Thibodeau didn't go back to them guys a little bit more, because they were the ones really keeping us in that game. You know what I mean? Alex Burks, Obi Toppin, Todd Gibson, them guys kept us in that game last night. So, I was surprised that he didn't run them more, man. But I understand you don't want to make your key player, your star player, feel some type of way. But it is what it is. He know what he's doing. That's why he's the coach that he is, and that's why he won in this league, because he know how to take this stuff, not let it get to him emotionally like maybe the fans do. He don't look at it emotionally. He look at it from just a coach's perspective, from this is what it is. This is what we do. We've been here before. We got to get back out of it. So hopefully Tom Thibodeau see that, and he just kind of rectify this thing, man, and we get it back popping. So we're going to take it for that, man. But, yeah, man, it was tough last night, guys. I mean, I know I could reiterate, keep going over that. I choose not to. But, tonight, man, just like I said, man, the key to the game tonight, we just got to go in there and play our defense. Hopefully our offense click. Run them off that three-point line. Sadiq Bey and them guys can shoot the three-point ball. Jeremy Grant can shoot the three-point ball. They got a couple of guys down there who can fill it up a little bit, even though they last in the Eastern Conference, but he's still an NBA team, and they still battle every night. Dwayne Casey got the guys play. They play good defense down there. So, he's never gonna have his guys laying down. I gotta tell you that, man. He's a real gritty coach, good defense-minded coach. So Dwayne Casey gonna have them guys coming out ready to play tonight, man. So we can't take that for granted. And we got to play 48 minutes. You know what I mean? I think that's where it's at with the Knicks, man. You got to play 48 minutes, man. I don't care if you're up 20. You got to play like you down 10. You know what I mean? You always got to bring that intensity every night. So hopefully tonight, man, we had that intensity tonight. We go in Detroit tonight, and we fired up, mad at ourselves from the way we've been playing, and try to refocus and retool and re-energize ourselves and let the team get it popping tonight, man. So Knicks right now 24-25. We in one game under 500. We slipped back in the standings. We at the 7th seed now. We was always at once all the way up to the 4th, then we down to the 7th. Hopefully we can get some wins and bounce back up. But it's going to be a real tough week coming up, man. And this month is going to be tough. It's going to be a real tough April for us. You know, we don't want to be April Fool's gold. You know what I mean? We just want to be legit, man. So let's see how the ball bounces. You know, let the chips fall where they made. I think we get back to it, man. And that's what it do, man. So Knicks fans, don't get too down on yourselves, and we'll keep it popping, man. Real talk, man. I'm gonna bring my man in, BX Jedi 7-6. Good morning, BX. What's going on, my brother?
Good morning, Divine. How are you?
I think mute yourself.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah, good morning, BX.
Good morning, Divine. Just had to run, just do some errands. Just came in a little late. Sorry, I came in a little late here on the morning show. Just here with the Knicks Real Talk. I know you're probably breaking down this brutal loss that we had last night. It was brutal. It was a little deflating. I think we're feeling like the team a little mentally exhausted. I think the team is a little mentally exhausted, not physically. It's like they're. I was thinking about it. Could it be that they've been going through so many different things going on, starting with the trading deadline? Who's coming? Who's going? If I have to pack and move my kids, my family, uproot them, as well as then you have a COVID-19 with Derrick Rose and a lot of players. Man, am I going to test positive? Am I going to get sick? Am I going to get my family sick? You know, all those things. And then you have your coaches. They've been candidates for many jobs offers in DePaul. You saw Woodson go to Indiana. You also had everyone on their staff had for Utah. There was a coaching availability, and the players start seeing that and go, wow, what's going on? We're building something good here. And there's so many turmoil, so many things behind the scenes. And then you get the injury to Mitchell Robinson as well, and the way it devastated them. You saw the raw emotions from Derrick Rose. All that, it's not an excuse. They're professionals. They have to learn how to handle it. But we're also human. We're made out of flesh, and maybe all those things compile, and it's just like a perfect storm that, like, a drop at a time fills the bucket, and maybe that's starting to overflow, and the minutes, the travel restriction. They traveling so much here and there, and that's part of the NBA as well, Divine, when you travel like that. So, but no excuse. But I think maybe that's something that's in the back of their head. They're just getting a little mentally tired. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a lot. It is an accumulation of things, man. But like I said, after the trading deadline, like I said, Derrick Rose, the COVID thing, and Mike Woodson, and what I mean, and just to me, I think one of the bigger factors also when Mitchell Robinson went down. I mean, when Mitchell Robinson went down, I just think that took a lot of how would I say breath out of the team. You know what I mean? That they was like, man, you know what? Just when we get our horse back, he go down, and it changed the spirit of that team. Because Mitchell Robinson is the key to that team to me, man. When it comes to for us, the defense, energy, and the way he played ball, and the way he's talking out there this year, man. And then that's a part of it too. Like I said, Mike Woodson leaving, and it's a lot going on. But they're professionals. Hopefully they can bounce back and be resilient. Say, you know what, it's part of the business. You know what I mean? It's a long grinding season. You know what I mean? It's NBA is a long season, man. And right now, we just hit a wall, you know what I mean? And like you said, and I didn't even think about that, BX, you're probably right, man. We had a lot of most of the roller coaster things going on with the team over the last 2 weeks coming off the deadline. And like I said, man, you don't know if you're coming or going. Like you said, I agree with you, man. Not that we're making excuses, but like you said, they're human beings, and it does play a part in your psyche, you know what I mean? You're like, man, this is going on. 1 minute we think we're here. The next thing you know, this happens. But, last night, you know what I mean? I don't know if that had anything to do with last night, but last night was definitely disappointing to me. I just think that, we got to find a way to get that energy back, man. Nick's energy, like me and you were texting back and forth last night. That second unit was the reason why we stayed in that game. You know what I mean? And we didn't get our contribution from our soldiers, man. Our key soldiers like Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, Derrick Rose. If they go, the team go. Basically, because that's what it all boiled down to. You know what I mean? If like when Julius Randle go, this team goes. You know what I mean? I've been saying that all year, man. That's why I was saying why he's so important, why he might be MVP to me, because if Julius Randle don't have a good game, the Knicks don't have a good game. You know what I mean? And it seems to be that way sometimes. So we'll see how we bounce back tonight in Detroit. And we have to stay resilient, man, and keep battling. And hopefully we pull out that thing with a win tonight. So, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Thanks for chiming in this morning, man. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. It's your man Divine, BHLI76 is in the building. Back with the show today, man. So we just got to keep moving and keep grinding and stay positive, man. But it's a lot of keys to the reason why we losing. I can't pinpoint all of them, but BHLI made some good points though. Been a lot of emotional things going on with us the last couple of weeks, man. Like I said, trading deadline, buyout, Mike Woodson leaving, Derrick Rose having COVID-19, Julius Randle going down. You know what I mean? It's a lot, and we had travel on the road back and forth, and we no excuse, like you said, we ain't gonna make them, but they definitely gonna play a factor in what's going on. So hopefully we get that out of our mind, get to Detroit with a clear head tonight, and going in and just bang it out, and hopefully our offense get back to point. Andy said Norvell will be with the team tonight.
Right.
Norvell, he'll be there tonight, and like I said, that'd be a little spot. We still got another spot in the buyout market that we can hopefully entertain and fill the roster spot with, like I said earlier. And that the case, man, we was bringing another body, man. But with these injuries and the inconsistent play on the offense, it is kind of worrisome in these last 3 games. Ever since that Miami game, it's like, come on, guys, we need to wake up. Where's the firepower? Where's the intensity? Where's that grittiness at? I haven't seen that. So, like I said, some of the points that you made, I can understand why it might be that way for real. Definitely.
Right. I want to say salute and good morning to everyone that's in there in the chat. From Nikki P, Andy, Tim Smith, Frank Matos, Brooklyn Belly, Kidbit. Good morning. Good morning to all that are listening with us there. Brian Andrew out there in the Air Force, fixing those choppers. I know he's listening all the time, and I want to give you a good morning and all that. I'll give my presence here and salute to everyone. I appreciate you guys here with us in this early morning, Saturday morning. And Divine, with all this coming up, now we have to turn the page. Those games are over. They're behind us. Now we have to continue. Now we have the uphill climb. We have to go into Detroit tonight, focus, start up, go back to the fundamentals. What got us here? What got us to this our Knicks basketball. And we have to now go one step at a time, back to the fundamentals, taking care of the ball, first of all, on offense, taking care of the ball, distributing it, passing, making the passes, the smart passes, and the smart RQ play. Enough of the hero ball, the isolation. That to me shows that that's a tired team. That when you start playing isolation, I think it's a tired team. That when and we have to start moving the ball, getting everyone incorporated, and becoming a whole team on offense. And because defensively, there's no problem. And the thing is that these games we are ahead. We are up 13 points. We had double-digit leads in every of these games. It's not like, it's not like they're getting from the very beginning. Their effort isn't there. It's just there's something. They're just getting to a point of the game where it's like mentally they like check out, or it's just like I don't know what it is. They missing that spark, and everyone wants to attack the coach on it. The coach is putting them in that position to succeed. If you have a double-digit lead, he's putting you in that position to succeed, folks. It's just that there's some type of execution. Now we always take things positive about every game, despite the loss. Positive. Look at Obi Toppin. The game is slowing a little bit down to him. Let's see if it continues to slow down for Obi Toppin, and he can continue to build. And he can say, you know what, I belong here. You know what, I want more minutes. Maybe that sparks that little that mean streak, that anger that we were talking about. He needs to play with. I was playing good. I finally started playing good, and now I didn't get any minutes. So now when he's out there, he's going to start making a case by his play and his actions. I need more minutes because I'm awakening. I'm putting in the work. Let's hopefully that positive comes out of that, out of these losses, and also later down the road, they're gonna remember and they're gonna be battle tested. This season, like Dan A was saying, this season is like a playoff season. Every game is similar. It's like a playoff because you're jocketing positioning, you're jocketing up and down, and trying to improve your team and go in and those are like playoff games and these experiences. Like you said, we can win all 82, but it's things when you lose the games that you're up by double-digit leads and going into the fourth quarter, and that's a thing that hopefully we fix. We have time. We have 22 games to fix this. And I'm glad that the Knicks finally made a move. They brought in Novell Pele from former Brooklyn Net center. I don't know too much about him. I'll take a look at it on YouTube and see his highlights to see what he is. But it's a body. It's a body to bring in here. to take a flyer. You put a shot on goal. It's a 10-day contract, Divine. If it doesn't work out, it's a 10-day contract. He could go, and you could just bring someone else, bring him in. We already have our set players that we want a foundation. We just need those backups. That backup center, that third center to bring in there to gasp up. Maybe we get some offense from him. In the crucial time, when we need them in the middle, at the ending of the third quarter or in the middle of the second, to bring in there and not every night our centers are gonna give us an A game. So it's good to have that rotation and have them move around on it. So I'm glad to see that. I know they still have that other roster spot. So we'll see what they'll do. We see they did their moves. We know they're doing things behind the scenes. So we just the sky's isn't falling with the Knicks team. The sky's isn't falling despite it's a 3-game losing streak. We don't like it. It's ouch. It burns. It didn't look so good coming out of the All-Star. But we know that they're playing the cream of the crops and they're playing a tough schedule. We knew that. We all said it. They had one of the fourth toughest schedule in the association coming out of the All-Star second half, and we're seeing it. So we're still in the playoffs. We're still in a process. We're still in a good process with this year. We're going forward, and it's not. We're gonna bounce back. We're gonna bounce back. I feel that they're gonna bounce back. They're gonna ride the ship.
Yeah, no doubt. I believe that we're a resilient team. I mean, we went on a 5-game losing streak early in the year. We bounced back, and I think we will. It's just that you're doing now is it's just crunch time for us. Like you said, you don't want to be April Fool's gold. You know what I mean? Like you said, we want to be contenders, not pretenders. You know what I mean? And like I said, but we do got a tough schedule coming up. But it's a good thing though, man. Sometimes it's peaks and valleys. You know what I mean? It's peaks and valleys to this stuff, man. You win some, you lose some. It's up and down. You know what I mean? It's back and forth. It's the NBA Association. You know what I mean? I think for me, it's like like the Miami game. I get it. I'm not had a problem with that. I get that. But that Minnesota game and last night, we should have won them games. You know what I mean? That's what this is point. In the Minnesota game, it was the second half intensity. Last night, our star player didn't step up to the forefront. And I think that's what was so disappointing about last night is that, against a superstar and another star, our superstar and our star didn't really come up to the forefront. I can live with the Derrick Rose not doing that. I can live with quickly. But Julius Randle, RJ on a game like that, you know what I mean? A nationally televised game on NBA TV at the world most famous arena against the Dallas Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis, them guys, you supposed to came in that game and made it happen. You know what I mean? So that was the only thing. That was really the disappointing thing, man. Andy said, Divine, any idea the questions on Tibbs rotation? Question, Andy, you know what? I should have thought that he should have went with the second unit more last night because they the ones that was sparking. I know that he's one of them coaches who's how would I say am I using the right word? Dedicated to the team that he puts out there, his plan, his schemes. But last night, that first unit didn't have that energy. So Andy, I do think last night he should have put that second unit in there more. And then going forward, I think it's time to put Derrick Rose in the starting lineup. It's nothing against Elfrid Payton per se, but I think Derrick Rose can make the team flow better. Even though he didn't have a good game last night, but I still think he can make the team flow better. Because Elfrid Payton, if he don't get to that basket and drive and get in that lane all the time, that's where his points come from. That's right. Only he's gonna give you getting in that lane to that bucket. But against a team last night who had a lengthy front line like but Powell and Porzingis, you know what I mean? They couldn't get in there. Julius Randle always gonna have a problem against height. You know what I mean? Because Julius Randle's not a tall player. He's a strong player, but that height gets causes him fits. But yeah, I think we gotta we might have to do something, change it up a little bit, and bring Burks in there, maybe put him in the starting lineup for now because he's giving you some quick points coming up. If the situation is with the offense, from an offensive standpoint, I think either Derrick Rose or Alex Burks might need to go in the starting lineup. To me personally,
I want to add to that one as well. I think Rose should be getting in the starting lineup as a point guard. You seen a play when last night when they wanted to go into the zone and Rose saw that and he quickly rifled the pass to Gibson right down the paint really quick and they got that bucket, that dunk. And those are the type of things that Rose could do. He could actually teams will stop playing the zone against us and that will help us with it. And also with Tibbs rotation, I don't want that one minor change. And also, Julius Randle plays a good two-man game with Reggie Bullock, despite the fact that Bullock is not hitting most of the time the threes. But they have a good repertoire of a two-man game that I really enjoy watching them. He likes to feed Reggie open his shots in his corners and wherever he likes to be on a curl, he gets them, and they have a good two-man game repertoire with that. So I wouldn't want to break that up and get Julius Randle. He trusts him. So if you bring in another person in the starting lineup that he might not trust too much, despite the fact Reggie Bullock misses, quite a few to our liking, but they have a rapport in which you can see they work hard in practice together. And with Tibbs, these third quarters, if you see that your starters don't have it, don't wait until 4 or 3 minutes, 2 minutes in the third quarter left to bring in the second unit that comes up hot. Now you're sitting all the halftime plus all the third quarter cold, sitting there without warming up. Tend to bring them in your second unit high energy, and they're gonna come in flat. They're gonna come in cold, and then we fall behind, and it's just like, okay, it's too much mountain to climb. Then the quarter ends, and they're sitting a few minutes in between quarters. Then you come out with the second unit, and then they don't get it. They don't have that same spark of magic that they have in the second quarter when you bring in the second units that they use. Second unit has been getting us these leads. They got the high energy. I'm not saying you start them in the third quarter. I'm just saying if you start the third quarter and you see that your first unit isn't really bringing it up to par and is allowing teams to come in there, go ahead and make that substitution with maybe 7 minutes left in the third and bring in the second unit to come in there with that high energy to go all nuts to get you that lead to go into the fourth quarter. Maybe you might get a 15, 17 point third quarter lead, and then you go into the fourth and you could actually play smart, and if you have the deficiencies on offense, you have a cushion, and that's all. But that's all I think adjustment that Tibbs might want to do with that. That's what I noticed in the last game, the last few games that we've been losses, that we have those leads and the second unit provides them with it, and it just evaporates.
Yeah. I think. I mean, I agree with you real quick. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show, man. Divine bitch at I-76. We in here, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody out there on Facebook, man. YouTube checking in on the show, and thanks for chiming in this morning. Like I said, man, I just think that, what, if when you got a game when when Randall and Barrett is not having a good game, who you go to in the first unit? Who's gonna pick up the slack for them? And I just don't think we have that with right now with Alpha Payton and Bullock. And I like Bullock and them. I like their defense game, and don't get me wrong. That's why they in there, because they're really good defense ball players, at least they, for the most part. But if they go south, then the offense goes south, man. And you think about that. If Julius Randle not having a good game or RJ not having a good game, there's nobody in that starting unit who can give you buckets on their own. Alex Burks can, But he can get buckets, And so, I think he kind of got that same rapport with Reggie Bullock a little bit. Randall always find. I think Randall find a lot of open guys in that 3-point shot when he get down there in that corner. But if you don't do that, then I would definitely say at least bring Derrick Rose in there.
Right.
Just give you a little bit more offense, because I just think that is needed right now. Only because we in an offense stupor. Not saying that's going to be the end all be all. But if we need something to shake up the offense a little bit, then maybe you might have to do that. One of them two might have to come in that starting lineup. Just until we get back to flow, we get back to whatever our energy up, and we more consistent on the offense. But that's what it was last night. It was the offense was just not there. 86 points and stuff like that.
And especially the fourth quarter offense. The fourth quarter offense wasn't there. Late in the game, the offense isn't there. The execution of it. They get too stagnant. They not moving the ball. They just like the fourth quarter, they look like they're waiting for the clock to just end. And they're like, oh, the countdown. Let this game be over. Especially when the lead. And they just got to continue working. They for some reason they stop working. They get out of their game plan. And you got to give credit to the other teams. They take the Knicks out of their game plan in the fourth quarter and making adjustments. It could be that. Remember now there's more film on the New York Knicks. There's more scouting reports. There's more film. They're not catching people the league around the league. by surprise. They're starting to see the lanes, filling the lanes, and they like to do the cross court pass. You know that I know Clyde cringes every time they do that. He mentions it on the broadcast, and all these teams are, these teams are got good scouts as well, and I think they're scouting the Knicks a little more seriously now, and now they're executing. Other teams are just sticking with a game plan with them, and that's what we're starting to see. Now it's up to the coaching staff to change that around and tell and bring that up to fruition to the team. You have a tendency of X, Y, Z do this. Now teams are scouting you and they're playing you going according to this, and those are the type of things that we've got to see going forward. And I know that they will, because this is a really good coaching staff up here to bring us in the position that we in and getting so much out of this talented group, this group that we have here. And we'll see. We'll see that, and with the offense there, I don't know if these young men that are currently on our roster on the bench is going to provide any punch either. I mean, it was like, oh, we need to bring Knox, we need to play Frank, There's a reason why they're on the bench. There's a reason. They have more deficiency than what is currently playing on our team. They have, they're not there. There's a deficiency with them, and they if not. I think, believe it or not, they would be on the court if they were provide what this team is needed, and would outweigh the deficiency. So yeah, I would like to see a Knox in there, but there's another end. His negatives, cons outweighs all the pros having them on the floor. So that those are the things that are out there. It gets frustrated because they're lottery picks. There are lottery picks. They're sitting on the pine, and we want to see them get in there. But we got to see that right now their cons are way greater than their pros when they're on the floor. So that's why Tibbs doesn't play them. I would love to see Randall finding an open Knox, like same way that's two-man game that he has with Bullock, because we know Knox is actually a better shooter, but he's not the defender that Bullock is, and the way he fights over screens and chases his player down, you're not going to get it from Knox. That's why he's not playing there. Knox tends to get a little slow-footed on the defensive side, and that's why and it would be great if Knox would give us the Bullock defense, because he has longer arms. He's a taller player, but he's not there. The same thing with Frank Ntilikina. Frank Ntilikina, tremendous defensive player, and that's not what the team needs right now. The team needs offense. We don't. It's like taking I'm going to take this from Stephanie. I heard her last night. She said it's like taking it's like taking sand to the beach with Frank Ntilikina. We already have defense. We're going to bring more defense to the game. When we're going to lose by 6 instead of 9. We need more offense, and Frank unfortunately is not providing that. And if he could just give us a consistent offensive game, he will be in that lineup. His pros, that's the one pro that's missing for that balance from to be in this rotation, is that consistent offense from Frank Ntilikina. Because trust me, that defense is very good. And you might as well take a chance with Bullock. He'll hit you the 3-pointer. He'll get you 6 to 7 to 9 points if he's all open. So that's why he's not playing the deficiency. So the folks that get frustrated, and I sometimes stop and think about that too. We have lottery picks sitting on our bench, but then now if you think about it rationally, it's because their cons is way greater than their pros, and that's why they're not on the court. And we just got to see how they mix this up. I'm pretty sure Tibbs is going to mix it up. They're going to be, there's something. Maybe they need during the off day after the Detroit game. There's going to be Easter Sunday. They'll do something together as a group or as a team or something. Usually in the past they'll go watch a movie or on the West Coast, and then they'll get that relaxed. I feel like I feel like this is getting heavy on them right now, and they just got to relax with it, Divine.
Yeah. I agree. I think they get back to it, but like even with the Knox and Frank and all those situations, you never know. You might see him tonight after back to back. Just don't know. You know what I mean? And it might be we got to get to a point where that probably will happen. You might have to get the man. And then we'll see, man. And like Andy said, do you guys think the offense was heavy ISO and stagnant? Absolutely, Andy. That was the problem right there, Andy. That's Julius Randle ISO ball, Derrick Rose ISO ball, RJ ISO ball. That was the reason why our offense played the way they played last night. Great call, Andy. Great question. And I was saying last night, man, listen, y'all not moving that ball. You know what I mean? Julius Randle getting the ball, he just going one-on-one. I'm like, come on, man. You know, y'all, you know, so if you going one-on-one, everybody else just standing around doing nothing. You know, that's not how you get in rhythm. You know what I mean? You know, Andy, salute Andy, great question, man. I do think that was the case last night. And that, like he said, the reason why you do put Frank on the court, because Frank moves the ball. You know, you gotta, sometimes you gotta look past the shooting and all that. Frank does move that ball. You know what I mean? The ball don't get stuck in his hand. Frank will get it to the right man. He get it to the right spot. You know what I mean? So I agree with you on that, Andy. That's one thing I can always say about Frank Ntilikina, that I think he can give you just what Alpha Payton give you. He played better defense than Alpha Payton too. You know what I mean? I'm just as far as me. I'm not knocking Alpha Payton guys. I'm not even trying to go there. I'm just saying I think Frank is a better defense ball player. But I also think Frank moves the ball well too. You know what I mean? And he shoot a better three than Alpha Payton when he hit them. So, you know, that's what it is with me. But definitely I just think that stagnant last night, that was I did not like that basketball last night whatsoever. I'm like, nah. You know, here it is, you 1 for 11 and you still chucking them. Nah, just say, you know what? Let me get the ball to somebody else and let me get it in rhythm. Let me get it off the pass. ISO ball is not rhythm basketball. You don't just get the ball to Julius Randle, then everybody clear out. That's not good basketball. And I think that last night, like Andy said, was a major factor in that game last night. You know what I mean? Probably was the key factor to me was the stagnant offense, the ISO ball, and I think me and you talked about it last night and on the text chat that that is crazy. You know what I mean? And I think Tibbs started recognizing that too. But but what can you do if you don't gotta, everybody else is not clicking? You know what I mean? But I just think that they went about it the wrong way last night with that ISO ball. So good call.
Do you think that the way that we move so much on defense and we put so much energy on defense that they don't want to ask so much for on offense? Because we don't do a lot of cutting, we don't do a lot of pick and rolls. You could do the ISO, and I never see no one cut to the basket to try to see it, because Randle's an excellent passer, and I don't see anyone trying to cut and when on an isolation, when everyone's on the one side and cut to try to get a cutting man to the hoop. I really never hardly see that, and could be that they don't want to extend that extra energy on offense. Like, sometimes you have to give up a little bit of defense to get offense, because at the end of the game, offense, and whoever has the most points wins. That's how the game of basketball is. That's 1-on-1, and we need to maybe at times be more offensive aggressive, but a smart way. You got to be smart, and it looked like they were too heavy on that. And with Alfred Payton and a Frank comparison, Alfred Payton commands more and runs more of the offense. Unfortunately, Frank does a lot of good things, but that's the reason why they don't put him out there. He gets tentative. There's games that he can be aggressive, but he gets really ultra tentative, and you can't have that setting the tone. I can see why you go with Payton in the early, because Payton doesn't get tentative. He gets aggressive and he attack the glass, and he'll go and try to get his points early in the first quarter and start setting a tone that way. But it's just right now, we don't have the talent at the point guard. We really needed to upgrade the point guard. Besides Rose, we know Rose it's a second unit point guard. And we might have to put him in the starter, but then you lose out who's going to be in the second unit. So maybe that's something going forward, looking at that. Playing at least, and I always said it. I was telling you about that. I said play Frank when you have a lead, one of those high leads. You want to put him in there for 5 minutes to play good defense. Let him pick up and go in there and try to get a bunch of steals. Even if he picks up 2 quick fouls, let him play those five good minutes in there when we have the lead, so his offense doesn't hurt us. And if he hits us and he hits the offense and he hits some open jumpers, it's gravy. It's an extra bingo. Hey, shout out to Randy. How you doing, Randy? That's my good friend. He's my Spurs contact there that gives me all that information. And yeah, I'm Andy Rook. With that, I'm going to read what you wrote. The Tibbs offense is game is on one side, and Randle and Bullock plays handoff. One side, nobody cuts to the basket, and Randle can't kick it to the post. That's absolutely, I agree with you with that. That's that 2-man game I was telling you with Bullock, and they need to start cutting and running around. Maybe we'll start seeing going forward. Obi and Randle play, and we could start saying, be aggressive, Obi head to the pine and head to the to the hole in the basket, and maybe Randle will start, cutting, seeing the cuts and feeding the players down the road. You know, so we'll see what's going on with that, Divine. We got to keep an eye on the adjustment. There will be adjustments because this coaching staff they'll make some adjustments. It's not going to be major adjustments. They'll keep grinding with the way they play, but they'll make those adjustments.
Yeah, real quick, and that's the reason why, knowing that, to me, I have no problem with putting Derrick Rose in the starting lineup. But think about it, Derrick Rose don't have to play a lot of minutes, but I think I think he can make a different start in the game. You know what I mean? Just because you do have Quickly and Alex Burks in that second unit who can give you firepower. You know what I mean? Them cats can get you some offense. So I think if you put Derrick Rose in the starting unit, you don't take away from their offense too much of the second unit, but you do bring offense to the first unit. And maybe putting Alpha Payton at the backup point guard. Now his defense bolsters the second unit. You know what I mean? You know, and it might then he's not playing against an elite point guard off the front. You know what I mean? So maybe that's something I think they could do. And I'll say as a salute to your boy Randy Pierce. Randy, salute for appreciate you checking in, my brother, man. Salute to you. Thanks for chiming in this morning, man. Spurs Nation in the building. Yeah, man. I just think we gotta do some offensively, shake it up a little bit. And I think maybe putting Derrick Rose in there just to give a little bit more offense to the first unit. He played his defense just as good as Alpha Payton. Derrick Rose does hustle on defense. I can tell you that much. I see him when he hustles. So maybe having that little spark from him, he can get them guys in the right spot too. You know what I mean? Derrick Rose know how to find guys. You know what I mean? And just see how it goes. You know what I mean? And what's the worst could happen? You know what I mean? Go back to square one. You know. So, but I think he'll make a difference in that first unit. Start him. That because he started on me, he got to play starting minutes. I just think that he can come in there and get a little bit of the motor running for us. You know what I mean? And then get them guys in better spots. And then once he get in that paint. And I like what Alpha Payton going to paint. Alpha Payton got a good going to the paint game. Now, don't get me wrong. Alpha Payton can make some real savvy moves down there to get in the paint, man. But I think that when they lax off him because of his 3-point shooting, then they clog that paint. It just makes it hard to me. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we know he ain't gonna hit the 3 ball, so let's sag off him. I guess what I'm trying to say. We could sag off him, keep him from penetrating because we're not worried about him shooting the tray. And I just think that that's a detriment to our offense sometimes. You know what I mean? Not in every game, but in most games that happens. You know what I mean? And so maybe that might be some tips we can do. We'll see. And going forward. But like I said, man, we got a game tonight in Detroit, 8:00. We go in there and battle the Pistons tonight. And we just got to go in there and go hard, man. Get back to what we do. You know what I mean? We just got to get back to what we do. We ain't going to make no excuses. We ain't going to hold our head down. We shouldn't, as Knicks fans, neither, man. We should say, listen, the team been resilient all year long. We got to go in there and just Detroit. Don't take them for granted. Play our defense. Guard that 3-point line. Limit them turnovers. Just because they last in the association in the Eastern Conference don't mean that they can't go out there and give it to you. They won games. That's the reason why they won games. You know what I mean? Because Dwayne Casey, he's the type of coach that make the guys play hard. Dwayne Casey, he makes some guys play hard. You know what I mean? They're a good defense-minded coach, and he makes them play. So we can't take that for granted. With Sadiq Bey, I think Killian Hayes might be back for the first time tonight. You got Dennis Smith down there, Jeremy Grant, which is their star. You know what I mean? They got players down there, man. You know what I mean? They NBA ball players. That's the reason why they're in the NBA, because they got enough talent to be in the NBA. You know what I mean? So let's see how that fall tonight. We in Detroit tonight, man, 8:00. We need to get this W, guys. We really, really need this game tonight. It's almost like a must-win game. You know what I mean? I would definitely love for that to happen. You know what I mean? It's a must-win game tonight. Get us back at 500. But we got Brooklyn, Boston, and the Grizzlies coming up. You know what I mean? All on the road. Brooklyn's almost like a home game per se. So we definitely need to get this one tonight. And we can get this one tonight, man. I swear, I just got that feeling we can go in Brooklyn and win that game. I know they're talking about the Brooklyn Nets, they firepower. I get all that. But I believe that we win the one tonight. We take one game at a time. We can win tonight. We go into the next one, and let's see if we can go into Brooklyn and catch them on a bad night, or our defense come up to the forefront and our offense start clicking. And we'll see. You know what I mean? Then we got the Grizzlies, man. So but salute to everybody out there, the chat, man, for chiming in. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. Divine BX Jedi 76. You know what I mean? We just went a little later today, man, because my man had to take care of some business, but we always got to make sure my co-host and I give y'all the talk that we need, so we're going on a little longer. Then I got to get on my grind as well. But it's all good, man. and we just got to get it tonight. We got to get it tonight. And like I said, Andy got that 2 a.m. morning. Andy, man, go home, get to bed early tonight, man, so you can get up early in the morning and watch that game. Or DVR, brother. But Andy on Poland time. I know he out there international. Andy is across the borders, man. He in a different time zone. But so you got Knicks fans that be universal. We all over the place, and Andy is a testament to that. But he's on the other side of the ocean, man. But he always chiming in, giving his input. We appreciate you, Andy. You know that, brother. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we got to get it popping tonight, man. We got to go in there, BX, and get that game tonight, bro.
It's a must-win game. It's a must-win game for the team. Yesterday was a pivotal game that swung us one game under 500. We need to get back to 500 tonight. We need to continue building, keep those small steps, those small goals going forward, and then definitely continue to go back to what originally got us here, the original Knicks basketball, the tough defense, the hustle, the grind, a 48-minute game. We need to play a 48-minute game, and we definitely need to continue going where we build on when we had success, and making the proper adjustments, and trust the coaches. Trust the coaches. They're going to get us there. They've been all season, and I know we'll be okay with that, and we're looking forward to that. And I want to thank Andy. Thanks. I appreciate you always coming on and always supporting us all the way from Poland, and Kibbit and Brandy and everyone out there on the chat, Brooklyn Belly, Tim Smith, Frank Matos, Nikki P, every one of you guys that are out here on the chat, and those that are listening and catches us on the rewind. I really appreciate it, and thank you guys for listening and chiming in, because you guys make this show really fun, and we really appreciate that. And we're gonna get this victory tonight, man. So I know it's Saturday, the day before Easter. I know you got to go run around and get your Easter errands. Get the lamb, get all the turkey, or all the food and all that, and all the plans that you got to go, house of worship tomorrow morning, and get all that ready, your suits and your outfits ready. And I know you guys got to run around. That's what we were running around, and I know Divine probably running around afterwards. I know I was doing it this morning, and we'll get that all up and running, and guys, and we're gonna get ready. Go out, do your thing, go out your errands, get going, so we can watch this Knicks game tonight. All eyeballs on the Knicks, because we're gonna get this win. We're gonna bounce back and get this win, man, because I know they're gonna come out there, and we'll get reinforcements. We'll get that new center, Pele, come in, and we'll see what he'll give us. Hopefully he's able to clear protocols, and he's able to play tonight and come in here. He's not going to get heavy minutes, but he'll play and see what we got, and see if he meshes right away. Hopefully we get some good offense from him, and help us, and we'd be pleasantly surprised with that, because we got to go against Mason Plumlee. Plumlee is a good center. He's very active. He's very athletic, and he's also a good passer. And, those kids can run. They're athletic. They're running, but they're prone to make mistakes. So we need to capitalize on their mistakes and score on their turnovers like we did, with Dallas game. We did really good on that, and we attacked that, and we just got to continue doing that. So we got to see what we get in with that, and tonight we'll be ready. Divine.
Yeah, and even with Norvell, I know he's gonna be looking forward to that Brooklyn game. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So that's he couldn't come at a better time, having another bigger body against Brooklyn. Brooklyn got some big bodies down there as well. With Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, them guys. So we couldn't got Norvell at a better time. Coming in against Brooklyn the next game, and could battle against that front line they got there as well. But I think we're gonna be up for it though. Who knows? Kevin Durant might decide to come back against the Knicks the next game. So man, it is what it is. But we gonna roll with what we got. We've been rolling with it all season, and we gonna keep doing it, man. So we got that game going on, man. But tonight, going in and get that W tonight, man, and try to turn this thing back around, steer the shit back in the right direction. And get us back on a winning note, one game at a time. It's a grind, man. You know what it is. It's association. It's a grind, and if we can do that, it'd be something nice to see, man. So we definitely need that win tonight. Andy said at least their point guard ain't gonna have advantage over ours. Yeah, I agree with that. But I think we're gonna see what Tibbs gonna do today, man. We're gonna see what he's gonna do. See if he's gonna make any adjustments, any changes to the lineup, or we just gonna stand back and say, we just had a bad couple of games. He might be like our parents. You got yourself into it, you get yourself out of it. He might have that mentality where you lost 3 games, find a way to win 3 games. You got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? And no baby in here, so I think that's how he rolled. You know, but I see the look in his face. He's disappointed in the sense he's like, because he's the coach. You know what I mean? He's like, what I got to do to make this team better. You know what I mean? It ain't all on the players neither. And I know he's probably taking some responsibility for himself, but at the same time, he wasn't shooting that ball last night. Julius Randle was shooting the ball. He wasn't shooting the ball last night. R.D. Barrett was shooting the ball. He wasn't shooting the ball last night. Derrick Rose was shooting the ball. He wasn't shooting the ball last night. Quickly was shooting the ball. So them cats wasn't hitting. We lost. And that's why I don't put that on Tom Thibodeau. Maybe for a point where he should have made adjustments. Maybe say, well, you know what, these guys ain't doing nothing. They got an off night. Let me just shake it up. Maybe from that standpoint, you could say, okay, Ted probably feels some type of way with that. But other than that, man, that wasn't on Ted last night. That was on our star player, our up and coming star player, our veteran player who once was a star. You know what I mean? And our young rookie who was having some good games here and there. But that they offense went, think about it, 86 points, and none of them cats had a good game. None of them. You know what I mean? So just think about it. Even two. Just say if RJ and Randall had a good game, we would have towed their butt up last night.
Oh, of course. They would have played a normal game. It would have been a 10-point win.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you got to look at, man. I think sometimes you got to take the positive with the negative. Say, you know what, our key players has had an off night. Bad time to have an off night on a game like that, but they had an off night, and it showed in the loss column. So we got to chop that up and move on to the next one, man. So and we will. I'm looking forward to the next game as always. Another Knicks game tonight. Get back in front of the TV tonight, 8:00 tonight, and hope we go down to the Motor City and Detroit and get this W. You know what I mean? And hopefully we will, man. And that's what it is, man. Me, I gotta get over here for getting out here on my grind, man. Gotta finish these properties today. So, I ain't gonna stay on too long, but I just wanted to stay on a little longer because I want to make sure you got your time in. That's what we do. This is the BX Divine and the BX Jedi show. You know what I mean? Knicks Real Talk. So we want to make sure that, and also the fans, obviously the chat, this shows more than ours per se. The fans out there in the chat, this y'all show, man. Y'all make the show. The show don't make y'all. So we appreciate y'all guys always chiming in, giving us y'all input, your thoughts, and everything, man. Your chats, your tweets, everything. It means a lot to us that y'all always supporting us, coming in here with the morning show. And, tomorrow night, Knicks Real Talk, the night show, 8:30, we on prime time. Y'all know that. So tomorrow night, man, we'll be on the night show at 8:30. And hopefully we have a lot more to talk about after the win tonight. And, and then we feel a little more better about ourselves, and that's real talk right there. So, we're gonna get in a couple more words, man. Then we're gonna get up out of here and then get the day going, man. So Andy, BX Jedi, man, what you got, man? Go for me, man, to the rest of the night.
Rest of the night, getting ready. It's a doing our errands, getting ready to go to this game tonight. I know tonight at 8:00. It's a lot of Saturday, a lot to do Saturday. I call it. I'm gonna do my errands, running around, and then me, my eyes are gonna be glued at 1:00. To Yankee Stadium, to the Yankee game today, and then leading into the Knicks at 8. So I have a lot of action packed in between, doing my errands and getting ready for tomorrow as well. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that, and just I can't wait for this game. I just want to get the stink off of us from the Knicks and both Knicks and Yankees. I want to get the stink off of my teams. It's like April came in and my teams are not winning. So I'm like, I want to get that going. I want to sit there and enjoy it. I enjoyed March Madness, but you know what? This roller coaster of a season, this season has been fun. It's been fun, and we're getting close, to the finish line, and let's continue building and go back to the fundamentals and let's get back on the winning ways, Divine. And I'm excited. And once again, I want to thank everyone in the chat, everyone listening out there. I appreciate your listening. Hit that like and subscribe, and we'll keep giving more content. And you guys have a great afternoon coming up. And Andy, get some sleep, rest up, because I know you're going to be on the shoot around later on, and I'll be listening and listening to you on the shoot around and salute to all MBK family, all the shows that are part of the MBK family, and we appreciate it. To Simmons, the Podfather, and we appreciate it, and we'll shout you out. And yeah, have a good afternoon, guys.
Yeah. Real quick, man, on God, we started a little late, but we will have Mets and Yankees Real Talk launching next week. We wanted to get in before the season started, but unfortunately, we didn't have the opportunity to do what we wanted to do to get the production going. But we got a channel coming out starting next week, Knicks Mets and Yankees real talk. All you baseball fans, me and Jedi, Mets and Yankee fans, are we gonna get the show popping off? And we just gonna bring the content out there the same like Knicks real talk. It'll be Mets and Yankees real talk. And we'll be coming on talk about our sport, our Mets and our Yankees, and having the same type of dialogue with the game and everything like that. And chiming in, man. So y'all support that channel. Look out for that channel coming up. And Beard Jedi, he's the Yankee man. I'm the Met man. We're gonna be holding it down. We be intertwined and interreaction, and to talk of baseball, man. You know what I mean? Summertime, man. Baseball, apple pie, Chevrolet. You know what it is. That's the American way. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do that, man. Next week we had that popping off. So y'all stay tuned to that for all you baseball fans, your Mets and Yankee fans. We will also be talking pretty much all about baseball on that show as well. Other teams, but basically it's Mets and Yankees real talk, man. So y'all look out for that coming down the pipe next week, as we continue getting the production up and running and starting to work out all the kinks and all that stuff. And we're going to have that coming to you guys live, man. And so be looking for that, man. Looking out for that. But before I go, man, I get out of here, just let me give a big shout out to the chat, man. Like I said, man, you guys is where it's at. The chat is where it's at. Thanks for everybody for chiming in out there, man, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. You know what, man, Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. Guys, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all have a great Saturday. Enjoy your Easter Sunday. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. Bronx, salute to you, man. Happy Easter as well. And we're gonna get it popping, man. And your guys just remember this here, that COVID-19 is still out there. Put your mask on, man. Keep your distance, wash your hands, protect yourself, your loved ones, your neighbor, your friends, and just keep it moving, man. And this Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. We out of here. Salute to everybody out there in Nickland, and keep your head up. We on a 3-game losing streak. We're gonna bounce back. I'm sure of that. You know what I mean? We're gonna get it popping and get back into our winning way. Let's see if we can get back to 500 tonight. Going into Detroit, 8 o'clock, guys. And so y'all enjoy your Saturday, enjoy your weekend. Peace to everybody out there, man. And we hope y'all have a blessed day, a good day, and just go out there and have some fun with it, man. And be safe. Protect yourself, your loved ones, your neighbors. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. We out of here. Salute. Peace. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Let's get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Let's get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Let's get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. It's the morning show. Let's get it.